Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the words of the Beis Halevi in his Maimah Bitachon, and we're beginning a new chapter today, Chav Gimel, number 23. Geder HaBitachon HaMe'ula, the loftiest levels of bitachon, of trust and reliance in Hashem that a person can reach. How will we define that? How will we know for ourselves, or when we see other people, if they're living on that plane of bitachon that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to be on? Umigeda b'teich ha'ma'ula, says the Beis Halevi, that which defines the loftiest or the highest levels of bitachon, meaning recognizing within someone that they firmly believe and they rely upon Hashem. How can you tell? Shilei habitachon loy rak b'yadayim b'mira malacha v'liba mali ritzaynos. It can't be that a person demonstrates his bitachon by merely limiting the amount of actions that he does. For example, to make a living, he stops working 9 to 5, he works 9 to 12. So why does he cut off so many hours of his day? He says, Ani b'teich b'Hashem, I trust in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The money comes from Him, the parnasa comes from Him. Doesn't matter whether I work 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, 3 hours a day. It's all going to be the same. So it looks like this person is living on a very exalted level of bitachon. However, v'libay malei ritzaynos, but his heart is still filled with many desires, not directed on HaKadosh Baruch Hu, but rather he's thinking about how he's going to make more money. He's wondering, is his display of the physical, external bitachon, is it really going to bring about the parnasa, the way that the Beis Halevi has been talking about this entire time? His heart and his actions are incongruous with each other. Although he acts and shows himself to be a person of tremendous bitachon, inside the leiv, inside the heart, which is what really counts, as we're about to see, he has not reached that zenith of bitachon where he fully trusts that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will take care of everything. Such a person doesn't actually rely upon HaKadosh Baruch Hu in his heart. He acts as though he does. He even talks like he does. The way that he lives his life seems to be someone that is a Baal Bitachon, a master of Bitachon. But he knows himself, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu certainly knows what's in his heart, and he realizes that the heart is not fully in it. V'ikra Bitachon tali balev. And it's important to note, says the Beis Halevi, that the primary Bitachon that a person is going to achieve is that which is in the heart itself. K'maimar HaKosav, like Dovid HaMelech says in Tehillim, Boi batach libi, my heart relies and trusts in Hashem. Dovid HaMelech didn't say my actions trust in Hashem, in my mind I trust in Hashem. Rather, in the leiv, deep down in the heart, in the source, in the chamber of all of my emotions, of all of my midos, in the chamber of my body where I'm going to be able to get in contact with my emunah. And the leiv is going to be, it's like the mishkan almost, it's like a sanctuary that allows me to get deeper into the world of my neshama. When I get into that area in my leiv that speaks about bitachon and feels bitachon, and it goes deep down inside of me, then you know that you are true b'teich b'Hashem. You really trust in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And then when a person gets to that point where bitachon is real, it's tangible, it's not just something, it's just an outward display of his, I'm a good frum person, son, b'teich b'Hashem. That's not what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. He doesn't want a charade. He doesn't want an act. Now it could be, like Chazal tell us, mitech shaloi lishma, ba lishma, a person is not holding on a certain level. So they start off shaloi lishma, not with the most beautiful or sincere of intentions, but if they do it over and over and over again, eventually it will come to sincere and pure and virtuous intentions, which means although I might not be holding on a level where my leiv, my heart, is fully into the world of bitachon, I'll act in a way which bespeaks a trust and a reliance upon Hashem, and eventually it will awaken and arouse my heart to be drawn along after that bitachon as well, and I'll come to be a person who deep down in the kishkas of who I am, I trust in Hashem. However, a person has to know that the ultimate goal is not that I look like a person who trusts in Hashem or relies upon HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what I do, or even talks about it, but rather in my heart there is, as the Beis Halevi is bringing down over here, that there is a calmness and a tranquility to me as well. A person that's B'teich B'Hashem deep in their heart, they walk around in a state of tranquility. They are at peace. Things don't bother them. They don't get emotionally wrought into a situation. They don't start screaming and yelling and going wild. A person stays in control of their emotions. They live a life where they are peaceful. The whole world could be falling around them. It's, we're watching right now as the war in the Ukraine unfolds in front of our eyes. And I have to say that to watch these Rabbanim in the Ukraine, in Kiev, that are trying to rescue tens of thousands of Yidden, getting them across the borders, getting them into buses, bringing them meals, a place to sleep, and you see the stalwart peace of mind that they have. You see the way that they're talking. You don't see them screaming and yelling and getting crazy. On the other hand, they're in control. They're going B'teich B'HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They trust that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one who put them into this ordeal, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to give them the wherewithal to pull themselves out of this ordeal. Hashem's going to protect them and take care of them. And they're speaking to the world, they're speaking to the country, they're speaking to Klal Yisrael all over. And it's with a tremendous amount of tranquility. While bombs are literally falling overhead, while they don't know perhaps where the next meal is going to come from, or how they're going to put enough beds out so people can sleep in a bed and not on the floor. And yet it's done with bitachon, with trust and reliance in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that we know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the source of all of our strength, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one that is taking care of all of our needs. And therefore, somebody who is B'teich B'Hashem, in his leiv, u'ritzayna, and his desires, shketim u'shleivim, they're quiet, they're tranquil, they're calm. V'lo yeh shum ratzon b'libo, he has no other longing that is there inside of his heart. He's not thinking about what's going to be tomorrow. He's not thinking about what's going to be next week. He's not thinking how he's going to make another dollar, how he's going to get rescued and saved. Thinking very clearly, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you run the world. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I pour out my faith and my trust into you. And therefore, since that I know that you are the one that is in control of everything, I'm able to deal with the situation at hand in a peaceful and a calm and a tranquil way. This is a sign of the person who has reached beyond the regular levels of bitachon. This is a sign of the person who not only is talking the talk of bitachon, not only walking the walk of bitachon, but they are living in their heart, in the deepest spiritual place of all. They're living with bitachon, and that itself creates a life of tranquility, peace, and calmness for such a person who lives bitachon in their heart and in their soul and in their mind. Have a wonderful day.